My name's Sophia Grand. I'm a third year at St. Cloud. I'm originally from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. I lived with my mom and my two brothers, and I've lived in St. Cloud now for 3 years. I'm a third year. Um, and I'm a nursing major. I was originally a nursing major, then I went pre med, and now I'm back to nursing. Some hobbies I like anything on water or outside. That's what I've been doing most this summer. And during the winter, I watch a lot of shows. But one of my favorite shows actually is Happy Gilmore 1 and the Happy Gilmore 2 that just came out. I really enjoyed watching that. Um, I don't belong to any organizations on campus. I am a Christian, so I go to church and I work at the hospital. I spend a lot of my time working. I'm a float pool nursing assistant. And I came to this university just to further my education. My mom's a nurse, and she always pushed us to just further our education. And my dad, too, because he never did, and he wished he did, and he just kind of moved through life and never had the opportunity to later. And I took this course because originally I needed to finish all my choice goals for the semester, and I was signed up for two courses, and then there was an open spot in this course, and I thought it sounded interesting, and then allowed me so didn't have to take classes next spring, and I could save some money. One of my pet peeves, I have a few pet peeves. Um, I don't like people chewing with their mouth open. That bothers me a lot. Um, that's probably one of my main ones. And I admire my mom the most. I grew up with her being my single parent, and she just taught me a really good work ethic and to appreciate everything I have in life. And I think I do best. I think I'm just a extremely hard worker. I've always been told that by managers or coworkers, and it's something it's one of the best, one of my pros, I believe. Um, what best represents your life? Just, I try to live life and not, and just kind of move forward and have a good outlook on life, if that's makes sense. I feel like that outlook helps, is what I try to represent my life as. And I would just want and I look for life, just I hope for a comfortable life and just being comfortable and striving for a fulfilling life. And words people would use to describe me, I think I'm very empathetic, I'm caring, I'm very kind, I have a very good sense of humor, my friends would say. Which, like, when you get to know me, it definitely comes out. And my motto is just go one day at a time. Everything's gonna work out. If you just believe and if you have the ambition for something to happen, you can make it happen. Anyone can. At the hospital, I see nurses that barely passed their first prereqs, and they're some of the smartest people I've ever met. And whenever I'm having a hard time, I try to remember that. And some social issues I feel really strongly about are definitely women's rights and just the rights for a lot of minority groups. I feel like they're very underrepresented, and I grew up in a predominantly white area, and the few people of color in my town, I definitely noticed them getting treated differently, and I strive for that not to happen, and I'll do what I can. And my favorite type of pop culture has to be, I think just the music culture and how it evolves, and but but also how it stays similar. I think it's just very interesting. I like a lot of older music, um, and I love seeing how it's changed, like how the rock and the country, there will be times in different genres in the 80s or 90s where it will go to a fad, but it always comes back to a similar root, and I think that's very interesting.